MLB The Show's coverage of Angels. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And the first pitch of the night here is taken for ball one, and we're underway in Anaheim. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't, one series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
And Robinson will throw him out, one gone. Coming to the plate now, Tim Beckham comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, I think this is going to be the key to his success out on the mound. That good movement on that two-seam fastball is going to keep that ball in the yard and keep this offense on its toes.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. This is line to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. Coming to the plate now, Manny Machado. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. Hit out towards second. Robinson is there. Low throw, but a nice play at the back by Pujols saves an error and ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Gabriel Ynoa starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same amount, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
So striding in, Jackie Robinson. He'll lead things off here for the first. First offering on its way. Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Gets a small piece near the plate, but that one rolls foul. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on kind of a little here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game. Yeah.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
Was that slider?
2-run shot that time for Mike Trout, number 14 on the season.
Fire
and
curveball.
The Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff. Homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Stepping into the box, Babe Ruth, and he'll be looking to change his fortunes in this one. He's seen his numbers take a bit of a dive in recent action. Into the windup, here comes 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam
Fuck.
sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Ken Griffey Jr. waits on deck. Now that ball is
Gone.
smoked. Carrying to deep left. Back goes Rasmus on the warning track. He makes the catch. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
You always have to beware of Mike Trout. He's doing some really special things at home. He's hitting over 350 in games at home, so he's a guy you'd want to watch. Pretty good odds he'll have another big game here.
No balls and 1 strike. And it's a ball and a strike to Ken Griffey Jr. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
The great Bambino.
Stepping in, Yogi
Fucking
Berra, looking for better results
Ken
than
Griffey
last night
Jr.
when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Berra hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count.
What a
back
bad
to 2-1.
call.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the Angels... Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you've got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 is a slider that gets him to chase for a strike. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport.
That was ugly. I can't believe swung at that.
Center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching
This guy gets after it with his hair on fire.
Jonathan Schoop comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Weak chopper up the line. Kozar gonna have to hurry, and a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. Here's Mark Trumbo now. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Trumbo, a 32-year-old veteran. He was taken in the 18th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, 1-2 now.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Now another 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3. At the plate, Cal Ripken. He really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Guess someone starts
he gets
swinging
a
at
pass
garbage.
right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back.
That's not a bad pitch to swing at. That's understandable.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time.
Fool me
That's
once.
great recognition
Shame
right there
on
on the
you.
part of the
Fool me
hitter.
twice.
Not
Shame
many
on
guys
me.
lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2.
Ooh, that damn curveball again.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. Now batting, Lincoln Chaney. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball.
Damn, that fucking changeup, dude.
As an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
And a fastball flew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Stepping up now, Zach Cozart, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
No, I'm just swinging at everything.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side. Into the box now, Colby Rasmus. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. The 2-2 one more time is looked at, and the count moves full. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Line drive to left. Ruth is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Ready now for Baltimore, Caleb Joseph. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense
will have to leave it there as the
keep the no-no going
here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles.
No doubt.
They trail it here 2-0. Here's Albert now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will get foul. 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Takes this the other way to right. Closing fast, and he makes the diving catch.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
First offering on its way. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. One ball, one strike to count. Pujols at second. Robinson at first. One gone. Lead at second by Pujols. Now the pitch.
Oh,
This is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. So it's first and second with 2 men gone.
a nasty
Here
changeup.
comes Junior. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Towards second. And this is taken for the out. Digging in to try it again. Trey Mancini back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Robinson fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Third baseman, number 1, Tim Beckham.
Now at the plate, Tim Beckham comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Tim Beckham. Outside.
Oh, come the fuck on.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get
Oh,
on.
what
ball
the
4.
fuck? That should have been cold. He's been
Stepping
calling
in
it for
and ready
them.
for another shot. Manny Machado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. No balls and a strike to count. Now that ball did well deep down
That
the
was a
left field
perfect
line, headed
two-seamer.
toward the foul pole.
Well, how did it end up
And
there?
nearly into the hit column in a big way. Instead, it's a foul ball. To 1-2 now. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Down the third baseline. The second for 1. Over to Pujols, and it's a double play that'll get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat.
5 to 4 to
Digging
3
in for
double
his
play.
second at bat, Yogi Berra. He flew out in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
A little early.
try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike.
Ball
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. The 2-2 is taken. Ball 3.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Another full count pitch on its way, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Back goes Trumbo. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
What's up with fucking Babe Ruth hitting fucking near home runs?
Striking out his last time up.
I mean, those are square. He
First
smokes
pitch
though.
on its way. A ball and no strikes.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go this pitcher's way.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Two runs, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Here's another 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So coming to the plate, Lincoln Cheney. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Low for ball 1. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Angels have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
Into the box. Now, Zach Kozar as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
Yeah, he did crush that one.
Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 out, nobody on. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. This is flared out
base
towards
hit's got,
second,
oh.
and this will be put away easily for the out. But the Angels add 1 more to their lead, and it comes via the solo home run. We're through 4. It's now 3-0 Angels. Into the box, Chris Davis.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one.
That's mainly a strike.
Like a strike. But let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
1-1 the count to Chris Davis. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Here's Jonathan Schoop now. A ball and no strikes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
He is just not calling the fucking zone for me.
That's by him for strike 1. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Count still at 1-2. The 1-2 is a slider that backs up for a ball. Sent on the ground out to second. Robinson is up with it, and throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
It's a dangerous zone to a dangerous hitter.
And a big pass at a slider.
That fucking slider's nasty.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Skied into straightaway right. And Griffey will reach up and pull this one in, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail in this one 3-0. Digging in now, Albert Pujols. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. So 1-1 home. Swing and a line drive. Foul. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And in steps a man whose number 42 has been forever retired, Jackie Robinson. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Trumbo coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher to
Trumbo,
make a
not much of a
quality
runner.
pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Dero, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Mike Trout swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Robinson stands at first with 1 out. And he misses there, 1-2.
You know, there aren't many guys that could just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
1 ball, no strikes to count. A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
3-0 to him now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs. 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Now the payoff pitch home. And a good at-bat that time. Lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move the runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Richard Blyer trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Ken Griffey Jr.
29
first assignment
already.
here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. They'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
Y'all gonna have to give me a few minutes. Eating some chicken nuggets right now. Gotta refill this perfect game I got going. I think it's a perfect game. I'm not sure if it's a no-no or a perfect game.
Where'd you put them? Where'd you put them? Okay.
so much. I want one more of these, okay? Thank you. Hold on.
I think Tyson chicken nuggets are better. The only difference is the only like the biggest thing that McDonald's has
is Cyborg, the transgender that gets to fight with the women in the UFC. So,
the fuck. Alright, here goes my perfect game no hitter right here. Oh shit.
1-0 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hard hit toward the hole. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So striding forward now, Colby Rasmus will start things off in the Baltimore 6th. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. Now he just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and Rasmus becomes out number 1.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, captain Caleb Joseph.
Stepping in, Caleb Joseph hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Joseph now. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail it here 3-0.
Awesome. Yeah, possibly they did. Yeah, I'm
ready
just
once again. Yogi Berra 0 for 2. He's flown out twice.
No, I'll take it off forever. It's all good. That's alright. Don't be. I ain't worried about it. I don't give a fuck.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a fucking changeup.
Two balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul.
What?
Up high in the air. Beckham over to his left. And that's the first out of the inning. Now in the box, Cal Ripken. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to
And
him.
I like it.
Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Go ham sandwich. So I really would have gotten you a thingy dig. I had enough.
Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's got
Another
himself
three
into
for like
a
2
good hitter's
weeks.
count.
Now the 2-0. And he fouls this one off.
Don't be over here. I really don't give.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled off.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hayes has a read on it. 2 down.
No, my controller's blue.
Number 10, designated hitter, Lincoln.
And you see this light turn red.
And now for the Angels, Lincoln Cheney.
In the last at-bat, Manny V, that was a changeup he hit just straight away center field. This guy looks to hit the ball right through the middle of the diamond. And if you elevate the ball like he did on that last one and get that ball up in the zone, he could take you out of the ballpark.
But little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Boy.
I'm gonna get one.
Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim, the Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
You know, you'll probably
Not
end
a
up
bad
using
idea
one
right
more
there.
than
Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter.
it just hurts like a motherfucker.
Hit sharply on the ground. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
It's not so bad down there. I don't use it down here.
Ready now, Tim Beckham. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
I tend to use better razors down there. It's working now.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. On a good pitch there.
Thank
Had
God
him
it's
stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Here's Manny Machado now. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A ball and a strike now to Machado. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2. 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Uh.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Machado, the runner at first with 2 gone. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out to retire the side. So he's through 7 complete. Still working on a masterpiece. 1 left for the Orioles. Still down 3-0. Brad Brach gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Huh?
Riding in once again, Zach Cozart. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
Like, I totally believe that I could read from cover to back, but not, you know, not from front to back, but read all of, or most of. But that's what it's interesting shit. But
now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Mm-hmm.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
From Reno.
Okay. Okay. What does that mean?
1-1. Fastball that misses.
Last thing we want to do is have you over in our trip.
I wouldn't mind seeing her for a few minutes, but I don't want her coming to stay tonight anywhere. I don't want to go to their house.
Now the 2-1.
I would love to go to Reno.
Laid off up for ball number 3.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
The fact that I would have to deal with me would make me good.
Hard hit ball to second, taken in by Scope. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The first baseman, number 5, Albert Pujols.
And with 1 away now, we'll see Albert Pujols hit with the bases empty.
I love her because I have a stupid fucking heart. I just don't want to see her. I don't.
It's understandable.
From the stretch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
You know, the one badass thing we're gonna do, have her fucking in her drama and her lying ass and
the 1-0 home. Gets
sounds like the best way to, quickest way to ruin a trip.
1-1.
Fuck.
Strike two swinging.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Yeah, I should have 1,000,000 points by now.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, and he can't make the play as he overruns it, but that should be scored as an infield single.
Now batting, second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
So digging in now, Jackie Robinson. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He takes a knee-high fastball.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1.
So you know the pop-ups are on.
Ground ball to second. This could be two. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3.
I was just letting you know because I have to have pop-ups turned on for the school videos. I just know the pop-ups get annoying.
Now at the plate, Jonathan Schoop.
Oh, you don't? Oh, I didn't realize you didn't.
Been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one, into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage, less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Mowing away with that one. It's 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Man, I'd love to see a complete game. He's certainly on his way. If he can keep the number down, the pitch count down, he's got a shot at this.
Yeah, D-Row, this is every manager's dream spot right now. You're 1 out into the 8th inning. Your starter's giving you some good baseball, and you could go to your better relievers now towards the end of the ball game. This is set up perfectly right now.
Ah, fuck.
Base hit, and the no-hitter comes to an end here in inning number 8. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. So these fans will not get to see history here after all, as the no-hit bid ends right here with 1 out in the 8th.
Matty V, so close, but yet so far. You get into the 8th inning, D-Row. You get that first out, and you're starting to think to yourself, this might be the night I finish it off.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you wait until this long, or does it start creeping in around the 6th inning?
It starts creeping in right around the 6th. You look up that, you see zeros on that scoreboard, you know you're doing something special.
Yeah, and from an offensive standpoint, you start letting it creep in right around that same time, and you're telling yourself...
it might be turned off on the computer.
The way to get a knock.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is taken down and in for a ball. Trumbo leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
2-1. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting guaranteed points.
Now a little looper back up the middle, and that's going to fall. A base hit. The throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, Zero. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
Set and the 1-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Trout under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the Angels 3 and the Orioles 1. Donnie Hart is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 57.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Center fielder, Mike.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. The 1-0 pitch on the way. That misses. 2-0. Hart, a left-hander standing just under 6 feet at 5'11". He was selected in the 27th round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
3-0 pitch. Taken, strike 1 on the inside corner.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
The 3-1 pitch. He's in there for a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Standing in now, Babe Ruth. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Now the 2-0. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Rasmus. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer up the middle. Machado is there. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Angels are gone in order, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great city of Los Angeles. Ninth inning set to begin. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
So stepping in, Tim Beckham. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike. Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first takes care of Beckham for the second out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Manny Machado. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he holds up on this one, but it's a called strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Los Angeles Angels jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Bob Gibson earns his 5th winner of the year and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
On 7 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Orioles, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the Big A, 45,050. The Angels once again thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Angels held their opponent to just 2 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 3-1. The Seattle Mariners brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 2-0. The Boston Red Sox had 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 6-3. The Houston Astros allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they defeated the visiting Yankees 4-3. The Kansas City Royals stole 5 bases in total as they bested the Tigers in extra innings 3-2. The Chicago White Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 7-2. Steven Strasburg got his 3rd win this season, leading the Nationals to a win over the Buccos 3-1. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the National League in strikeouts. Julio Teheran was victorious for the 5th time this season, helping lead the Braves to a win over the Mets 4-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Los Angeles Dodgers combined to give up just 5 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 3-1. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.